The biggest names in pop music today. Here's Chris Conley.
Shakira. I never really knew that she could dance like this. She make a man wanna speak Spanish.
The song is Hips Don't Lie. Latest sensation from Shakira, the mesmerizing singer from Colombia with a rock star's authenticity and a pop star's hamana hamana.
Reading the signs of my body. I'm on tonight, you know my hips don't lie, and I'm starting to feel.
For this 29-year-old mega platinum performer, Hips Don't Lie isn't just an ode to booty shaking. The words are also a credo that Shakira has always followed.
I need to feel my music in a very physical way. I have to make sure that it moves me. That's something I always say to my musicians and the people in my band. I'm like, hey guys, that song is not working out. My hips, do you see them moving? Do you see them shaking? It's not working out. So let's put a little bit more energy onto it.
Her hips are moving, but unlike a lot of pop stars, there's no parent or Svengali pulling her strings. Shakira co-writes her own songs and produces her own CDs.
I want more of this. Why don't you give me more of this?
Calls the shots on her videos and tours. Even does her own face. She may be every inch a star, but she's nobody's diva.
Who writes your music?
Who do you think?
Who makes the decisions in your life?
Who do you think?
Who does your makeup?
Who do you think?
Why is it so important for you to make your own decisions?
Because I like to be the captain of my own ship.
But that ship might never have sailed, Shakira says, without her ability to dream. Born and raised in the gritty port city of Barranquilla, Shakira says that as a young girl, she would sit on the beach every Sunday afternoon and imagine the life she would someday lead.
I was dreaming about traveling the world. I was dreaming about making music for many people, including me. I was dreaming about becoming known around the world. Let me hear you!
Could you ever have imagined what's happened?
I did. I did imagine what was going to happen. But I actually always felt very sure about what I was designed for, what I was made for.
Such precocity revealed itself early on. Shakira's parents doted on their lively and perceptive child, drawn to dancing influenced by her father's Lebanese heritage, and to music. The voice she showed off at local talent shows and her natural persistence won her the chance she'd yearned for. A high-stakes audition for music executives in Bogota.
Oh, God, I was so nervous.
How old were you?
I was 13.
You're 13 years old and you knew your whole life rested on this one performance.
Yes, indeed.
She passed the audition and got the recording deal she dreamed of. But she had tougher battles ahead to control her sound and image.
Imagine me, 14, 15 years old, trying to convince this big executive, experienced executive from CBS about making videos the right way.
I'm sure they loved the advice.
Well, they do now, but back then, a lot of people thought I was crazy, you know, and that was a lot of what I was saying was nonsense.
Her first album was a moderate local success. Her second was a flop. Shakira moved to Bogota with her mother and took a job on a soap opera.
You kissed a lot of guys, too.
Well, I kissed a couple. And I was only 17.
Old enough to be a pop music has-been, for there was talk that she might lose her record deal, the dream she'd spent her young life chasing. So Shakira ditched the sugary ballads and wrote impassioned rock songs. The result was Pies Descalzos, bare feet. It was her big break.
I realized that I had to be more hands-on. My music had to be a clear reflection of who I was.
Turbulent emotions she would articulate struck a chord in young women across Latin America.
And since then, I've been very much of a control freak. There's things to be solved, there's problems to be solved.
You have to make an album. That's the new
Make
beginning.
an album.
She even battled her then manager.
Are you with me? Are you my manager or not? When there's a voice inside you that's strongly screaming at you, no, you have to hear that voice. Yes. I'm my own quality supervisor. I know myself better than anybody. I know what works for me and what doesn't. I know what looks good on me and what doesn't look good on me.
The English-speaking audience got its first taste of Shakira's exhilarating charisma in 2001 with the release of Whenever, Wherever. Its worldwide success was the ultimate vindication of Shakira's approach to her career.
My mom once told me, if you ever want to succeed in music, you're going to have to function 24 hours a day around that as a satellite. And I did put all of my focus into my career, my music, and that's what I do every day of my life since I open up my eyes, except for when I'm on breaks.
One person who understands that is her fiancé, Antonio de la Rua, an attorney and son of the former president of Argentina.
And can you believe that he has never asked me to not do something in order to be with him? He's like completely understanding of my career and what it signifies to me. I think I won the lottery, pretty much.
She may be right. Once for Valentine's Day, Antonio hired a mariachi band to serenade Shakira while she was on tour in Mexico. And as Shakira returns to the road in support of her CD Oral Fixation Volume 2, her foundation, Bare Feet, is building schools in rural areas of Colombia to spur a new generation to dream the same way Shakira once did.
If you right now could talk to the little girl you once were on the beach, to tell her how the dream that she had actually turned out, what would you want her to know?
I would want her to know that she didn't waste 1 second every time she let her imagination fly.
If you want to hear more from Shakira, watch our 24/7 channel, ABC News Now. For details and where to see that, log on to abcnews.com. We'll be right back.